Hello girlfriends and welcome to another episode of Try It and Test It. Today we'll be trying out some bubble tea flavours that are a little bit different from the ones that we're used to seeing. So I am adventurous when it comes to food, but not very adventurous when it comes to bubble tea, so I'm excited for today's episode. So if you love soy milk or you're just looking for like a lactose-free option, this soy milk bobo from Heytea, put it on the list. So what we have inside here is the classic milk tea, and then you have a rich soy milk cream, and then you have soy milk pudding, soybean powder, as well as taro pearls on top. So Heytea is one of the most popular bubble tea chains from China, and when they first opened here in 2018, there was a huge hype over it. And they're also known for that cheese drink, the one with like the whole layer of this sweet, cheesy goodness on top. Oh my god! Look at this! The texture of this is just so rich and dense and creamy. This is a bit like the cheese thing that they're famous for, but soy milk! Okay, let's try this. It's so good! Oh my god, I'm so happy! Oh, I'm gonna have this all the time. The cream is a bit on the sweet side, but I don't think it's like a bad thing. Let's try the drink. This is so good. Okay, I think this must be like my favorite bubble tea. So I'm also a bit lactose intolerant, so usually when I'm out, I wouldn't get stuff with like too much milk in it. Even though it's like soy milk, it's still like a very creamy milk tea. I don't even clock that it's soy milk in there. Actually, none of this is screaming soy milk except for like the soybean powder on top. Okay, I'm gonna try and scoop out the pudding for you guys to see. This tastes like the laoban kind. Okay, let me try the taro pearls. Yeah, the taro pearls are good. Not too hard, not too stodgy. Still very QQ and quite light. It's a very nice choice to put this with taro pearls instead of regular pearls, because I think the taro makes it a little bit earthier. There's a bit more of a woody feel to it, which also matches the soybean powder. So everything has a nice earthy feel with a bit of floral from the tea, and then the heavy creaminess of the soybean cream. It's so good. This is a great drink. This is a fantastic drink. This is an amazing... I just keep going. It's so good. This is just fantastic. So many textures, so many beautiful complementary flavors. This is so good. I would give this an amazing out of 10. So this is the Red Dates Roselle milk tea from Milksha Cheng, and it's milk with a Y because it is an organic plant-based milk. So Milksha Cheng is Singapore's first vegan bubble tea shop, and they offer a range of like plant-based milk teas, which is great for those who are lactose intolerant. On the first level, we have the Red Dates Roselle tea, which is made from traditional Chinese medicine ingredients, and then underneath that we have a soy milk, which is organic, and then underneath that we have some brown sugar pearls. So apparently if you drink from the different layers, you get different flavors, then after that you can mix it all up. So we're gonna do layer by layer first. The brown sugar is so good! And the pearls are super like light and chewy, and it's really nice with the organic soy milk. It's just everything is just so like lovely and woody and caramelly and rich. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that this is one of the best brown sugar pearls I've ever had. This is very, very good. Because it's not overly sweet and you can really taste the brown sugar. And it's got almost this like burnt, honeyed, caramelly flavor that is still light. Because a lot of the brown sugar, when you taste the brown sugar, it just becomes very heavy and very like you don't get the toffee-like notes as much. You know, so this I feel like you can really get it. Okay, let's try the Roselle. Oh, that's really tart. I don't really taste the red dates so much, but I can taste the Roselle. Roselle is a bit, it's not really like floral, it's a bit more, kind of reminds me a bit of like hibiscus, like a bit more like a sour, slightly plummy flavor. Now I'm gonna mix it all in. Oh, this color's so cute. A bit like in between bandung and taro. Interesting. That's a really nice balance. Like the tanginess now has gone down by a lot, but it's like a little bit like sharp enough to like cut through like the milk and the brown sugar. And then you still get like the richness of the milk. So it's kind of like in between yogurt and Yakult. So right in the middle, that's where I would place this. Like it's a little bit milky, a little bit creamy, and a little bit sour. It's sweet, but it's not like too sweet. Altogether, it works. I would give this a 10 out of 10. It's a unique flavor combination. It's nice and refreshing. It's tangy. I love that brown sugar pearl. And also, it's lactose free. So I'm giving this a 10 out of 10. So have you heard of kombucha bubble tea before? Okay, this is very interesting because if you're looking for like a healthier version of bubble tea, there's this place called Tea Pulse and they have their own homemade fermented kombucha, their own fermented lemonade, their own fermented soy kefir. So they also have really interesting toppings like chestnut pearls, chia seed lime jelly, and also like popping passion fruit pearls. And what we have here is a lemongrass kombucha with grape Kanten pearls. Kombucha is made by introducing bacteria cultures into sugar tea. So what you get then is this slightly fizzy drink with a vinegary finish. It's supposed to have a lot of things like probiotics and antioxidants, so it's good for your gut health as well. Okay, I can't wait to try this out. This is so yummy, guys! To be honest, I wasn't expecting to like this at all because I'm not a huge fan of kombucha. I don't really like lemongrass. First, I want to talk about the pearls. The pearls are so good. They're not chewy at all. They're sort of more like a clear hard jelly. The richness of the color and like the clearness of the pearls is just so gorgeous. And the grape flavor is like super nice. It's like you know the grape candy. A bit more like the Japanese type of grape candy, I think. Sometimes I don't really like lemongrass because I find it tastes very perfumey, if that makes sense. But this one kind of is just like a light waft over everything. Like the kombucha itself, it doesn't have that biting tartness that I kind of associate with kombucha. It's actually quite mild and it's just got a nice light tea flavor. This is really good. And then you know the other thing that's really great about this is just not too sweet. What's interesting about this one is it says here it's normal sweet 50%. So for certain places, for certain drinks, they would recommend a certain sugar level for that type of drink because they say the drink tastes best at this level. And I think it's quite nice that their normal sweet is 50%. And it really doesn't taste that sweet at all. And there are also chia seeds in there, which are supposed to be really good for you as well. And just like so healthy things just floating around inside. That's like, yes! Oh my god, I love this place! I would totally want to go back and try all the other things. So yum! Because actually also because it's like, I like the idea of kombucha, but I don't usually drink it because, I mean, the ones that I tried before are a little bit too sharp for me, or also like they're fizzy and sometimes my stomach doesn't react too well to fizzy drinks. So like, this is nice. And it's healthy. Is it healthy? I don't think it's healthy. It's healthier. I'll give this a 10 out of 10. There's absolutely nothing I don't like about this. And actually, because it's also like a healthier version and it still tastes good, I would give this like a 20 out of 10. Like, extra points. Yeah. So good. These are from the 3 Ps. Now the 3 Ps is a speakeasy bar that's known for their cocktails as well as their alcoholic bubble teas. And here we have the Sparkle Shine, Gingerbread Snap, and Peach Ginny. I love the alcoholic bubble teas, I'm a huge fan. So in the Peach Ginny, we have a jasmine green tea with an herbal shaken peach as well as a special recipe milk foam, and we have popping pearls and also gin. In the gingerbread snap, we have an Earl Grey mix with some cinnamon and nutmeg. Oh, like very Christmassy, you know? And also, we have black pearls and spice rum and a special recipe milk foam on top. So in the Sparkle Shine, we have Remy VSOP, tea, dark chocolate, as well as cheese foam and pearls. Alright, so let's try these out. I'm gonna try the foams first because they're on top. Like alcoholic peach foam. Can we try this one? Very Christmassy. Like nice, like a light, creamy, gingerbready foam. And this is a cheese foam. The alcohol in this foam is like the strongest. It's so nice, it's almost like a dessert. Okay, now let's try the drinks. I'm gonna try the peach ginny one first. Oh, that's really nice and fruity. Very refreshing. The popping pearls are a great touch for this. You can feel a little bit of the alcoholic warming sensation, but it's not a lot of alcohol. Now I'm gonna mix it up. Okay, after it's mixed together, it kind of reminds me of like a fruity yogurt soju. Like a little bit milky, a little bit fruity, and then it's got like that very juicy peach flavor. I wouldn't say that the peach flavor is very strong, but it's very juicy, if that makes sense. Okay, let's try the next one. That was unexpectedly creamy. This really tastes like Christmas in a cup. I wouldn't say that the gingerbread taste is very strong per se, but it's a very reminiscent of gingerbread. It's a little bit spicy, there's a bit of like that, it kind of reminds me of hazelnut, I don't know why, like a hazelnut creamy, like almost Kinder Bueno-y kind of creamy. There's a kick with that kind of rum, like a bit of the low burn, you know, very earthy. I feel like the alcohol doesn't taste as pronounced in this. I think also because like the flavor of the drink and the type of the alcohol, they're both kind of like deep. I don't really go like, oh, alcoholic until like it goes down my throat and then it's about here and then I'm like, oh, alcoholic. Yeah. The pearls are nice and chewy, a little bit more on the softer side. Okay, let me mix everything. Yeah, you almost totally forget that there's alcohol in there, but you can feel it when it goes down. It's really nice. This is really good. It's like a creamy, milky alcohol. Alright, let's try the Sparkle Shine. It's almost stout-like. A bit of like bitterness, a bit burnt, a bit warm. Like the alcohol taste in this is like quite strong actually. Okay, let's mix everything up. This one, I'm okay. Okay, maybe it's because like in general, like sometimes I feel like with cocktails, right, when there's chocolate inside, I think I'm not a huge fan because I feel like the chocolate feels thin and a bit diluted, but I think that's like the nature of the drink. Like, you know when you have like a chocolate martini, that kind of just thin. And I'm not a huge fan of chocolate in that form. I think this kind of reminds me a bit of that. So I mean, so if you like that and you like chocolate in that form, then I think it's okay. But for me, I'm not a huge fan of it. Then also like there is a bit of the cheese aftertaste, I feel, which is quite nice because it's not savory, but it has a hint, a very slight hint of being savory. So that's interesting. I'll give this a 9.5 out of 10. This one I would give a Christmas out of 10. This is so good. It's really making me want it to be Christmas right now. And then this one, I feel a little bit yuan wang because it's just not quite my thing. But overall, I do think it's quite good, so I would give this like an 8 out of 10. Yeah, I feel like all of these would be really fun like on the spot because there is a little bit of dilution that's happened because of the ice, but the flavor is still very much there and it's still very good. This too, the alcoholic tastes quite strong. This one I think you can forget that there's alcohol inside. Like if you stop thinking about it, it's like you don't taste the alcohol that much. This is the Coco Chendol from the Alley's Coco series. So they have two other ones, which is the Coco Lapis and the Coco Slush. This one is the most expensive one. I think it's about like $7.30. So Chendol is an iced dessert that is quite popular around Southeast Asia, and generally it consists of this green color rice flour jelly, and then they also have coconut milk, palm sugar, and also sometimes like red bean. This one also has corn in it. So let's see how the Alley did with this. It's yummy, but it kind of tastes more like milk tea than Chendol. Like if you didn't tell me it was Chendol, I wouldn't know. But I think that's because like not everything's mixed in yet, so let's just mix everything up and see how that goes. They put so much ingredients in this thing. Okay, let's get a spoonful with everything inside. Overall, this tastes like milk tea to me. I don't really taste coconut milk. I also don't really taste like the gula melaka. It's possible that it's just coconut milk and gula melaka and that just come together to taste like milk tea. Like the impression that I get from this isn't Chendol at all. It's kind of just a milk tea with extra ingredients. Yeah, but the pearls are really nice. Like caramelized, sweet, smooth and chewy and very QQ. Overall, it's a great drink, it's tasty, and I like all the little bits in there, but I just don't think it tastes like Chendol at all. On a Chendol flavor, I would give it like maybe a 3 out of 10, but as a drink, it's still enjoyable. I would give this maybe like a 7 out of 10. Yeah, so altogether that's a 5. So Milksha has come up with a bubble tea that's inspired by a local dessert called Cheng Tng, and inside Cheng Tng you usually have a whole bunch of things. You have white fungus, you have red dates, you have longan, ginkgo nuts, lotus seed, and you can find it at pretty much almost any hawker center, and you can have it either warm or chilled. So here we have it in a bubble tea. Alright, let's try this. Oh, it's good. I mean, it tastes like Cheng Tng. It's kind of like Cheng Tng in a cup with like honey pearls. The honey pearls are really delicious. They're really nice and chewy. It's got a nice spring to it and it does taste like honey. I do find that the Cheng Tng is a little bit on the sweet side. Like the white fungus is a bit mushy. But actually like white fungus should have a nice like crunch or a spring to it, I think. The longan taste is pretty pronounced. The grass jelly is a bit on the mushy side. I think overall, I would give this a 5. I think they're very generous with the ingredients. The taste overall is okay. It feels like a bit more on the sugary side as opposed to like a flavorful side. For things that are so readily available at hawker centers, like Cheng Tng and Chendol, I would rather go to the hawker center to get it, unless they do something really special to it. And in this case, it was just like adding honey pearls, which I'm kind of like, okay, it's okay. The honey pearls are nice, but I would still prefer the hawker center one. Yeah. Alright, we've come to the end of the episode. If you want to find out more about the products, how much they cost, where to get them from, you can go to our Tried and Tested Facebook page, or you can check out the links in the description box down below, or you can join our Telegram channel. And if you've already subscribed to our YouTube channel, thank you very much. Now all you need to do is bloop bloop bloop, hit that bell and you'll be notified every time a new video comes out to YouTube, or you can just bloop bloop bloop, download our Clicknetwork app. Alright, till next time, mwah, go be beautiful!